as we understand, we are living in the last and final days that a God is patiently waiting to judge us. But we must be tested. So when you are going through your tests and your trials and your tribulation, understanding that you have accomplished almost all of your tests and you did not fail. So as you are tested now in the last and final days, God has a counsel. And when you are getting ready to be tested now, his counsel consult God. And they get together in that final moment of your test. And God stands there and he watches and sees how well and how great you are performing. But what he's actually waiting on, yeah, yeah, he's waiting now for you to depend on him, to call on him, because he's always standing, waiting there to help us. The Bible says, if you call him, oh yeah, 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 he will come. I have been in situations where surrounded by enemies, and I said to myself, I said, Lord, it seems like this is it. And God said, it is not so. And I came out of that situation without wrinkle or spot. I came out with more clarity, more understanding. That some situations we don't realize it, no. But some situations we wind up getting ourselves involved in it, and so these tests come before us. When we think we have it all together, that is the most critical moment of our lives. But when these tests come, some of these tests are very difficult, but only for the ungodly. If you are a godly person, trained in the ministry and raised up in the nurturing and newness of life according to obedience, obeying his command and following his laws, because his laws is over us as long as we live upon the earth, and we must not disobey him. Sometimes when the enemy comes, we know that he speaks to us, put things in our head, but he cannot make us act on them. So we must realize that we must make good decisions and wise choices. So how do we do that when we are being tested? We are to simply wait, wait on God. Just wait and see will He deliver you. Sometimes we seem like God is slow, and seems like He is never coming. And just in that place now, well, we have doubt. The King of Glory arrives as He rides upon the clouds to bring His angels as He dispatches them to help us in our times of trouble and in our times of need. Mhm. And there are situations where we cannot avoid them. We must go through. Mhm. We must go through the fire sometimes. Mhm. But the fire itself will not harm you. Mhm. Even though you may go through fire and the flood, you will overcome them by faith. For God have called us to walk in this life by faith. Because by faith, Jesus came and delivered a message to us all that we also must follow him. We must pick up our cross, he says, and follow him. And through your struggle, as you wait patiently, but sometimes we do get in a hurry, and you will notice now, every time that you get in a hurry and act before God comes, before the King arrives to help us, we wind up, these tests get harder and harder. And sometimes we say to ourselves, it seems like I've done been through this test, and you understand you are going through it because you failed. And but the good thing about it, because you are born again, because you are filled with His Holy Spirit, and His presence is always with you. So, and He guides us to a place of fulfillment, so He can bring us to that land that flows with milk and honey. So, as the tests go forward, when we pass them, they get higher and higher and harder and harder. But we must understand, the more tests you pass in this life, the higher you will go, until you reach that level where God is going to speak to you. Oh, glory, glory, glory. Himself. Oh, glory, glory, glory. As He say to you, well done, my good and faithful servant. You have been faithful in a few things, and the time will come now, when I will make you a ruler over many things. Be blessed, and continue to pass these tests. And remember now, always to stay out of your mess, and love your enemy, and do good to those that spitefully use you. It is only a test. Just remember, it is only a test. And all tests is like everything else. Trouble don't last always. Be blessed.